Anyway, um, so I said I want the 20. He said, "Yeah, you're not. We don't trust you yet." So they took like my bank records. They took Otto's bank records. They just went through all my shit. Like, I'm sorry, but how am I not trusted? I've literally been. I've never stolen a single penny from the shop.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
what?
that's just what happens, right? I mean, when it comes to everybody's judged by their affiliations and all this stuff, that happens all the time in the city. I understand, and it sucks, and it
Yeah.
sucks. But I'm sorry, James. I haven't caught the ball as to why you needed to get $25 million in loans. What happened? What
I
massive
mean,
purchase were you
so
trying to make?
I was just flipping cars. Like, I had so I do a lot of work with H&O. I don't know if you like how much of that you're into and whatnot.
I've converted a few cars and
I
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I know JJ does shit. So I had 9 vehicles ready to convert. I had all of the mats ready for them, all ready to do. But I was like, obviously being patient and not selling them through autos because obviously I didn't want to flood the market with too many like huge vehicles. That would have netted me around like $5 million profit. Um, just in assets, I had around like back then, like at the market value was before all the cars got recalled and whatnot.
Yeah.
I had it was around like $20 million in assets plus like the potential profit of stuff that I had outside of it. So like I felt like I could pay the loans off, and then the one stupid purchase I made right at the very end was I purchased a Proto Z for $9 million, a scratch Proto Z,
Fucking hell.
but I felt like it was worth that much money, like especially with how rare it is and the market with how it was. But
So
obviously,
so what's the
I had to sell it.
what was Cerberus's problem with what you did? What was Marlo's problem? Is it the fact that did they feel like you kind of abused your power because you shouldn't be approving those kind of big loans for yourself, or what?
Yeah, I think that's the. They didn't really tell me what the problem was when I had meetings with them. They said,
Marlo said it's the you took advantage of his trust in you as his right hand man.
yeah. So as I said, like what I did is as I like which this is like commonplace in was commonplace in Diamond Hand Credit. It's just giving loans. Like I obviously the amount I gave was probably a bit extreme. Well, not even a bit. It was kind of extreme, but I also like had full confidence in being able to pay them all back. I was actively paying loans back while I was doing it, so it wasn't like I was just hey, I've taken $25 million out. I've gambled it all away. I have $0 and zero assets. I definitely can't pay this back.
I see.
I mean,
I see.
like obviously, I mean, you know what I also did on the side. So
Yeah. No,
you
I
know that I'm
think
not a completely clean guy. So
I think the problem with what you did, right, is I don't know what funny business might have gone on. I'm sure there's other things that you can talk about here. But I mean, sometimes, probably you didn't think about how people don't like some people getting too rich. You know what I'm saying? You were
Yeah,
about
money does change someone.
you were about to enter a different tax bracket, and you were not invited.
yeah, so as I said, like I don't know, and then as I said, it got brought up, and there's been so much misinformation about what I did. Like no one's really asked me why or what I did with the money. I had like a brief 5-minute meeting with like Marlowe and Lang, which I got told to leave the room for half of that, and then when I was about to get told to bring back in, like Buddha walked past me and said, "I want to fucking kill you," and then just walked off. It's the last
I mean,
I've
he was
heard of him.
angry. I don't
Yeah,
think
yeah.
that. I think you took that too personally, but I think he was just
All
angry.
right.
Like,
When someone tells you, "I want to fucking kill you,"
I say
like,
that to you every fucking day.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
but,
like you fucked up, motherfucker. I want to fucking kill you, you
I'm
bitch. You
fucking
know.
killing you, asshole.
Because if he wanted to
But,
kill you,
yeah,
he'd just kill you.
For the record, I don't
Yeah.
want to kill you.
He wouldn't say it.
But so
But,
what happened with all that? Did you have to give the money back or what?
They
paid the
paid him
loans
off in 4
So
days.
I wasn't overdue on the loans.
So you paid
Like-
all the loans off already.
Yeah, my
After
I
4 days of them finding out. So
I paid my loans off early with interest. Like it wasn't like I gave myself, loans with like no interest or whatnot. I had to pay interest on top of it.
and that
they-
interest went to the company.
They probably thought you would just wait. You paid interest too.
Yeah, he paid interest.
They probably thought you were
So-
just going to end up doing $100 million loan and buying a spaceship. To be honest, like it's just
Maybe.
you forget,
So-
James. People like to be reaffirmed and reassured of their power. And when you're joining a different tax bracket and you making decisions by yourself, that's always gonna happen. Because they'll feel like nobody's checking you.
I mean, it just I get it. It's like I get why they went the route they did. I just, with all of the shit that I've done for Marlowe, like I would have at least he said you've got a week to pay this off. Then I have to kind of do something if you don't pay it off then. And then that changed from a week to 3 days to the next day I had to pay it off. And I was like,
And you did it then.
No, it wasn't. Okay, that's not what happened exactly. So when Marlo found out, he fired James right away from everything. He said, "You have a week." And he wasn't even that angry about it, to be honest. It seemed like he was shocked, but he was like, all right. And then the next day, he said, "You have till Monday," which was 3 days afterwards. And we all started rushing and trying to pay it off right away. And then he said, the next day, he calls him and said, "Oh, yeah, Buddha is here. Let's have a meeting." So he, instead of giving him a week, gave him 1 day, and we already tried to pay it off right away. It's not like James ran away with the money. And because I gave him all my money and tried to sell a lot of my assets and did, for some reason, it kind of put me at a fault for them. They hated me for it, I guess, because they didn't understand why I would help James, my friend, I guess. So it was very confusing why it all changed so rapidly. And then after that, it felt like they shut down Diamond Hand Loans the next day or whatever. And then Marlo put out a message like, oh, somebody was misusing their power of being a manager and blah, 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 pretty much blaming it on James. And then it seemed like they wanted to...
Yeah, I mean, okay. I hate to be the one. I don't want to. I'm not trying to. Hold on. I'm not trying to call you out here, James, but that was obviously, the main issue people had with you, just not without even talking to any of them, is obviously an abuse of power, right? How the fuck are you? How the fuck are you approving your own loans, motherfucker?
He didn't have to get approval.
Yeah, I was the second in command of Diamond Hand Loans.
Yeah, I know, but still, that's a little bit crazy. These are big numbers you're talking about.
Yeah, I get it. It's
if KJ did this, I'd be pissed at him too. I'd probably fucking fuck him up for a good 2 weeks. Yeah, it's just an abuse of power, and I'm not judging you. I'm just saying it's very obvious that that's been happening. Does anybody else do what? Did anybody else do what you were doing?
Yes.
Who was doing that?
Marlo, Dean.
And Marlo was doing it for who or for what?
So he gave Kyle Pred a $4 million loan to buy his.
Yeah, that's $4 million. That's
car.
not 25 million.
Oh, you know what I mean? Him and Dean were in the casino just giving out $1 million loans. They were nothing, and then getting people to gamble at the casino.
I see. Well, I guess they saw that as an abuse of... Well, it goes back to what I was saying earlier. They saw that as an abuse of power, and you were not invited to that tax bracket. You know what I'm saying?
As I say, I paid back my loans. I'm currently, it's a case on the docket. I'm gonna fight my innocence in court. Um,
Do you need food, Benji, or
Yeah, I need food. I never
we
eat.
have
I've been chased by
we have
cops
food
so
in
much.
the G wagon.
In the glove box.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
I could tell you were hungry. My mom also eats bandages all the time when she gets hungry.
Who's your mom? She single?
Sorry, Ableton.
Oh
No,
hell
she's
no.
not single.
Do that, okay.
yeah. The fucked up thing is that obviously I pay back my loans. Like I've done that. And if a court of law finds me guilty of whatever, then I have to face them consequences. But obviously going to fight that.
Mm-hmm.
Diamond Hand Credit still hasn't paid the state back.
It owes
Just for mine, there's $25 million that they owe the state.
$50 million to the state.
That's gonna be tricky. So who is Diamond Hand Credit under? It's not under Cerberus, is it?
Lang Buddha.
And Buddha.
Lang Buddha owes the state, which he's the mayor of, $50
So
million.
he's never gonna ask for that money because he's the mayor.
So wait. What do you mean?
It's exempt.
Well, okay.
Is that why he
so-
would want to stay in power?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, being mayor has like so
'Cause
many
you-
benefits.
You
I
know
see.
when Emma
Oh.
came to, I think all the loan companies took a halt. I think it was with Emma when she came to power. James, correct me if I'm wrong. You were deputy mayor, but
Hold on,
I
hold
think
on,
the
hold on.
count-
How do you know that okay, Cerberus owns Diamond Hand Credit.
So-
Diamond Hand Credit owes 50 million. How do you know they owe 50 million?
It's in the app. It says right
Yeah,
here.
it's in the app.
Yeah, it
There's-
says
What-
how
what
much
app?
out
That was
to the
like
s-
What
to the
fucking app?
state.
The Diamond Hand
the
app.
Diamond Hand Loan app.
But
so,
it
like, the
depends if
job
you're
app.
hired
Yeah.
to it.
Oh, you gotta be
So-
hired to it. Okay. What does it
Yeah.
say?
Mhm.
So my
If-
job.
Can
was
you
to
send
pay
me a
back the
picture
state.
of that?
Sure. It says total state owned. 50
Send me a
million.
goddamn picture, Mila. I'm very curious right now. This is you know, all this shit doesn't really touch my life over here during AU. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Please don't say that I sent this to you.
I won't. Don't worry. Anonymous source named Phantom.
Sure. Fine. I mean, it's not like loan companies are gone forever. They can still operate if they use their own capital. But it's just going to be very selective on who they give loans out to.
Yeah, I you know, I
Pretty
saw
much.
the state announcement. I thought that was because of James, to be honest with you.
No, I think it's because it's fucking with the economy, essentially.
So
People
I mean,
were millionaires really easily.
Diamond Hand Credit was always going to shut down. Marlo had a plan to try and.
Where is
shut
it?
down
I don't
Diamond
see
Hand
it.
Credit.
I sent it to you.
How?
Send it to the wrong Benji?
You sent it to Benji BSK.
No.
415-879-9610.
Nope.
That's Benji's
Okay,
number.
no, that's not me.
Wait, what's your number? Say it again.
415-879-9610.
Well, you just leaked something else.
Oh, it's okay. That person never woke up. 9679
9610.
Text you the number just in
9610.
case.
Mila. This is interesting, man. This is very interesting. I never knew this about you, James. I didn't know that you had such a deep hustler dog in you, man. Damn, motherfucker trying to get 25 milli, bro. Jesus. Fucking hell, bro. You making moves, yo, homie. Shit. Motherfucker used to deal in goddamn cars. I'm over 25 million.
I mean,
God damn.
do you know at Autos, we made $123 million profit from car sales.
Autos. God damn, you making that dinero, man. Who that your money go to? Cerberus?
Cerberus.
Yeah, the shop. And then partial money
Damn.
goes to whoever buys it and sells it.
All right,
You
that's
got
how
that,
I got
right?
you. I got you. Okay. Save your number real quick. No! That's crazy to me. And why that ain't being paid? Is it because that was Dean Watson's fault or what?
No, like Mila could literally pay that right now if she wanted to. Like she has anyone in hand can pay that off.
And do they
That's
have the
in
money to
account
pay
into a
that off?
negative, though?
Do they have the money to pay that off?
I don't know.
This is interesting. So, okay, next topic, okay, guys. I heard Shano tell me, I'm the CTO at Hayes now, by the way. Shano said this.
What's T?
Okay.
CTO, technical, you know, I deal with the technicalities though, not just the technical issues, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
The technicalities. I'm all about that. And I'll be honest with you, Hayes, even though the population of the city when I'm around is half of what it usually was, it's safe to say that due to my magic, it's operating as though nothing has changed from 4 months ago. So I am very good at what I fucking do. However, I was very interested because I knew that Otto's was also very successful. And I heard that Mila wanted something to do with the Hayes or some shit like that. What's that about?
Okay, so let me continue the story real quick because
Sure.
I want you to have the whole thing, right?
Of course. I enjoy context.
Just really quick.
Now take your
short
time.
story.
Take 20 minutes if you like.
I asked for the shares. They said no, we're gonna wait, blah blah blah. So they made me wait 2 more months, and just keep in mind that I've asked for it before, like previously, like 6 months ago, 3 months ago, like I've asked before. So I kept saying, we'll think about it. So then Mr. Buddha had given me a choice to give me 25% of autos, okay, for free. But James could never work there again. It would be in a contract. James could never work there, and I would have to, if I ever wanted to sell the shares, I would have to give them back to Cerberus.
Okay, that sounds good. Okay.
That's one option. The second option, I can have the 25% for $25 million, but James can work there, and they'll let me do me, whoever I want to hire.
Well, who gets to do you? What the fuck?
No, I get to do whatever I want.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
So I asked everybody at the shop like what they want, because obviously my whole thing, I just wanted 25%. But I asked everybody, hey, do you want James back? And blah, blah, blah. They said, well, yeah, Mila, you're kind of stressing yourself out a bit without James, because, you know, he was like doing stuff with like AU. During AU,
Okay.
he had like material grinders. Like there was a lot of stuff that he did. Plus the car sales at that point kind of plummeted a little bit because of the changes in pricing.
Okay.
In the market. So like I needed him for that, right? So but I said, you know what, I can do it myself. I delegated more stuff to other people, and it was fine, but everybody pretty much picked, let's earn 25 mil. So we started working on getting the 25 mil.
So that because you want James to be a part of it, right?
Because everybody at the shop wanted James. Yeah.
Oh wow, James, you are loved, James. I feel blessed. I'm going.
I do.
So I settled that I'm gonna get the 25% for 25 mil. I know, since I was there from the start at Autos before it was even invested in from other people. It was Marlo, Otto, and me, pretty much, right?
Correct. That's the people that are left, yeah.
The people that started Autos before.
Okay, yeah. All right, yeah.
Dean and Lang invested. Or
Okay.
Dean and Lingberg.
Dean and Leslie. Dean and Leslie. Yeah.
Yeah. So I know he would always preach that, you know, he needs to, since there's no contracts, everything's verbal, he wanted to make sure that everybody has to agree. All the owners, managers, or owners, stakeholders needed to agree on any big changes. So I had sent a postcard to Otto and I said, hey, I was wondering if you'd be okay with me owning 25% shares of Autos, because I'm about to spend 25 mil and I don't want to like get fucked over. I don't want you to come back and be like, this is not okay.
Yeah.
So Otto came around. He was really angry. He was like, why the fuck? What's going on? Why do I not own Diamond Hand Credit anymore, or the casino? Like, why is Buddha like owning everything, and also, how are you getting 25%? I was like, well, Marlo's selling his, so he called Marlo.
Oh shit.
Marlo comes down to talk to him. Fucking Otto starts yelling at him. He was saying a lot of curse words, a lot of
Who,
things.
Otto?
Yeah, he was really angry.
Typical Otto fashion.
He was pretty much like, why the fuck are you taking all the money from Diamond Hand and not giving it to, like, where's my cut? Where's my money? This is my company. Blah blah blah. How did this even happen? Also, you're not allowed to sell your shares because I don't agree with it. Fuck you're not getting your money. Blah blah blah.
Damn.
And then Marlo kept giving him lip. So Otto said, "Fuck you, Marlo. I'm gonna start my own shop. It's gonna be called The Real Autos, and it's gonna be right next door to Autos, and I'm gonna poach Mila. Mila's gonna run it." And I was
What?
like,
Why is that
okay.
so confusing?
Yeah, he said he's gonna start Real Autos.
He was on heroin.
He was
Whatever it was.
on heroin at the time.
Oh, that explains it. Okay, go on.
And he said, yeah, he's gonna start his own shop. I'm gonna run it. So after that, Marlo was like, I don't care, whatever. And Otto said, get the fuck out of here, Marlo. I'm done with you. Marlo said, no, I'm comfortable here. So Otto started beating the shit out of him in the middle of the street. Marlo just took it, and then Otto started beating the shit out of Marlo's car until Marlo actually left. And then Marlo ran to Buddha, told him about well, I don't know what exactly he told him, but the next day I was in the middle of a repair, and then I couldn't get into the stash. I looked and I got fired. 10 minutes later, I got a text message saying, hey Mila, I heard you're going to a competitor's shop. Good luck, you're fired. So I called Buddha and I'm like, hey, it's been 2 years.
Wait, who said that to you?
Buddha. So like, I got fired and a text message, good luck, you're fired.
So wait, you got fired because of what Marlo heard about The Real Autos?
Yeah, because of what Otto said while he
was
high.
What? So what's happening now? So you just fuck because there's no Real Autos, right?
Well, keep listening because it doesn't end there.
It doesn't end there. Give me more, all right?
There. So, I call Buddha and I say, if I were to leave to another company, I would talk to you about it. Autos is my home. Autos is my baby. I would do anything to have it. And we've been collecting 25 mil. We've been trying to do that. He's like, no, you know what? You probably would leave. I don't believe you. That's what you want. I'm like, you don't know what I want. And he was pretty much like, whatever, good luck. So, okay. I go back to Autos to, pick up my things and, say goodbye to people. And my employees were like, what's going on? I was like, well, I'm fired. So I'm whatever. They're like, well, we're going to shut down. We're not going to work right now. Like, we'll go fill us in, let's go somewhere, fill us in. So we're walking out of the shop and the Bones, the cop, I don't know if you know him, he comes up to us. And at that time, Fiona and Marlo were in the parking lot, and Bones comes up to us. He's like, hey, I want to repair. And I said, we're closed right now. And about 10 minutes later, I get a call from an officer saying that I've been trespassed from Autos.
Damn, man.
First thing, sorry,
you got
closed.
played, man.
I got fired, then trespassed. So whatever. All of the people that were there, they came to kind of hear what happened. They come back and none of them have keys. The keys have been changed on them, on all of the employees, every single one of them, except for those that are in Cerberus. So the 45 people that I have employed that have been there doing the 1,500 repairs a week.
Damn.
They didn't give us an explanation, but then they texted us a week without actually talking to any of them. They texted him probably like 5 days later with no communications to the employees. They said pretty much a copy pasta message to every single one of them saying, sorry, but because of your criminal record, you've been let go. And then some of them, sorry, we're reconstructing or restructuring the business. And because you have a good record, we're going to give you a severance pay of $50,000, but you have to sign this contract that you're not going to sue us. And only like 5 people got that. 4 or 5 or
What
something.
the fuck?
So everybody
This
got
is
fired after
very
that.
interesting. Okay.
Everybody got fired. And yeah, and then I got fired from Sionis. I got fired from pretty much anything to do with Cerberus businesses, even though I was on boards of directors with Sionis. Like I had that. I got grandfathered in by Roman Sionis. I don't know if you know him, but he was
Yeah.
I was, but because Lexi, I guess, is in Cerberus, she had to fire me. I don't know really. But yeah, I got pretty much screwed out of everything, and so did everybody else. 45 people.
Huh.
Yeah, but you know, they're not, you know, sorry that you had a bad record. We had to fire you. But then they have people working there that are criminals, terrorists, and murderers. So that's cool.
Interesting, man. So now that kind of sucks because you had that 25% offer without paying anything. You just have to go there without James, right?
Yeah, which I mean, either way, I wanted to take the 25%. I wanted to pay the money. I wanted to give them 20. See, the thing is, them saying, here's free 25%, but you have to sell it back to us and you can't have James. It's kind of saying like, hey, you've been working for us for 2 years and you've been making us money, but we're still going to play and, you know, play you and show you who's really the boss here. You'll never be the boss. And you'll be reminded every single day that you can't have, you know, James working here. And at that point, me and James were broken up. It had nothing to do with feelings. He was fucking good for autos. He did a lot of shit for it. This was completely a business decision for me. I wanted him back because of business. Because he really did know what the fuck he was doing. So the fact that they didn't trust me,
I get that, but don't you think that it would have
him?
been a smarter thing to just take the 25% for free, solidify yourself a bit more, and then work on getting James back in? That's crazy, man.
It would never work. They said that literally, like, the contract would state that.
Yeah, I know, but contracts can be renegotiated if all parties agree to it.
I mean,
because
maybe
the whole loan thing is.
Yeah, but probably not. Yeah, they pretty much hated him forever. And the thing is, though, I wanted to take the 25%, but I wanted to pay for it. I wanted to do a plan, and they offered me to do like a $25 million plan. Right? So I was gonna do the plan.
What the fuck? Yeah, but
like pay him every month.
But with
Benji,
so many,
about the
I know, but with so many moving
25%.
parts, like, you know.
I didn't say no to the 25%. That's what I don't understand. Where's the narrative of me saying no to the 25%? I wanted to give Cerberus money.
Yeah, but it's obvious. Listen. It's obvious that the offer of 25 million was just to push you away from that decision. Nobody actually comes up with 25 million to pay for 25% of a fucking company.
We came up with 25 mil in 4 days.
Yeah, that's because this motherfucker took out 25 million, didn't he?
No, well, to pay that back.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't you regained.
Yeah.
But did you just keep the
Wasn't
money
the
anyway?
25 that he took out. No.
I had
that money was
17 million. I had 17 million that I made myself and paid that off, and then.
And we paid 8 mil, but that was only between like me and pretty much.
Me and then a friend of mine.
And one more person. This was 45 people. Do you know how easily we would have gotten 25 mil between 45 people?
Benji, I made $1 million in a week to start paying back Mila.
Yeah.
25
million.
I get it. I'm just saying this is just all pretty funny, man. That's all.
I know. Yeah, but
Like I made $1 million in 6 hours, right? You know, don't gotta tell me about how to
Right.
make money. You know, like I get it. It's just
I just didn't like. Yeah, it pushed me away, but at that point, when if I had the 25% and I had the ability to fire whoever I wanted,
you're gonna
I
like
would
this
have been
next
the
part, Chad.
happiest
You're gonna
person
like
in
this
the world.
next
That's
part.
all I wanted. That's all I wanted. How are they never gonna even stop by autos or know any employee name and then tell me who I should hire or fire, Benji?
Well, they
I
didn't decide who you would hire and fire. It's just James.
no, they've done it before. Marla made me hire people before that did nothing. I got yelled at because I fired Fiona because she was hired as HR. She never did anything there, so I fired her. Like, and I got scolded for it. And then he rehired her back as she's his wife. Like, there was a lot of times where he didn't care about. He didn't talk to me about none of that.
Okay, I get it. I get it. All right. I think the dream of autos is over for you, right?
Yeah.
I think is it like it can Lang turn around tomorrow and offer it to you and say there's no James and you still take it or what?
No, he sold half of autos to Mary Mushkin.
Oh, wait, what?
He sold the car sales of autos to
Oh.
Mary Mushkin, and he has PD Toe running Louise Campbell, who's like the ranger.
Oh
He's
yeah.
running autos now. So PD and Mary Mushkin is now what autos is.
Oh, okay. All right.
There is no autos anymore.
I got you. I see. Man. I feel so sad for you, man. I feel for you, Mila. That's crazy.
I appreciate that, but I don't know. You know, I'm glad that I don't have anything to do with them anymore.
Relax. Yo.
Oh, damn.
I know you're like you have your freedom, but god damn, you don't gotta dance like that.
I'm happy about that, okay? I'm very excited.
My god.
Okay.
Oh, you go, girl.